Ladies and gentlemen, most importantly, I, on behalf of the National Unity Platform, want to welcome and thank the European Union for the resolution they passed deterring the oil companies under their influence from supporting the East African crude oil pipeline. And we are glad that they cited the issues clearly, issues of gross human rights abuses and gross, environmental abuses. For a long time, ladies and gentlemen, we have been calling upon the international community to stop being the wing beneath Museveni's wing. We've been asking them to stop standing with dictator Museveni. You all remember that the EU Parliament passed a resolution condemning the rigged election of 2021. And this is yet another prayer that has been answered. We know that we need our oil. We know that that oil is supposed to change the lives of the people of Uganda. But we also know that General Museveni has said it not only once, that that is his oil. We tell Museveni that is not your oil, that is our oil. It will be betrayal, it will be a disservice to the people of Uganda if the world's democracies stood with a dictator who is only using the resources of Uganda to enrich himself and to subjugate the people of Uganda. We therefore welcome that resolution, and we want even more. We've been calling for sanctions, and it's at this time that I want to salute our diaspora teams and all Ugandans that have added their voices on our calls. We called for sanctions for Museveni and all those that he uses to oppress Ugandans. We got some sanctions against the likes of Abel Kandiho. We welcomed them, but that was not enough. We want sanctions against Museveni and his son as well. We have got, a good sign from the EU, but we want more. Just yesterday we learned that IPOD is also packing up. We've been telling IPOD that for us, we are not Museveni's friends. We are not interested in having tea and taking pictures with him, because that is, in a way, legitimizing his rule. So we are thankful that IPOD also saw what we want, but we want more. You know that we took Museveni to the International Criminal Court. We are looking forward to a day when the International Criminal Court will also sanction Museveni, his son, and all those murderous people that he uses to kill the people of Uganda. Ladies and gentlemen, while those are very important issues, I will not forget to mention that today is a full year since our comrade MPs, Honorable Ssegirinya Ssewanyana and Honorable Ssewanyana, are incarcerated with no justification whatsoever. We continue to call for their release. Also, ladies and gentlemen, you all have seen that there is a new wave of abductions, gross human rights abuses, and I expected everybody to raise their voice on that. No wonder that the EU Parliament has cited gross human rights abuses. Forget those that have been evicted off their land. Over 100,000 people have been evicted from their land, especially in the Bunyoro region, and in most cases violently, to apparently pave way for the pipeline. Now, any government that thinks development does not include the well-being of people and respecting their fundamental rights, that's a wrong government, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, I will also add my voice on the people of Uganda that are suffering in the diaspora. Our brothers and sisters, many of them have had their organs taken away. Many of them have been abused sexually and otherwise. But as we speak now, more than 1,000 Ugandans are stuck in the diaspora. Now, I saw this Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Taebwa, claiming that for the EU to stop the construction of the oil pipeline, the crude oil pipeline, is an act of neocolonialism. I looked at this man and I couldn't find the right description for him. All clad in colonial outfits, putting on those silly wigs that he does not even know what they mean. But he's calling out neocolonialism. Every dictatorship always pulls out the Pan-African card. This is the time the Tinyefuzas of this world are talking about Pan-Africanism. When you do not stand with their fellow dictator, Putin, they call you, they say you're not a Pan-African. But these are the so-called Pan-Africans that have seen our brothers and sisters facing racial segregation in China in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic. Myself and other Pan-Africans offered a plane to repatriate them back home. But Museveni's regime denied us landing space to bring our brothers and sisters back home. Today, our black brothers and sisters are facing oppression in the Arab countries. They are stuck, they just want to come back home. Museveni can afford to use Uganda's money to take his daughter to Germany to give birth. They can afford to put one person on Uganda's plane to go for treatment, but they cannot afford to bring back our brothers and sisters that are suffering in the diaspora. That is why, in our little abilities, we have decided to stage concerts in various places so that we raise funds to bring back these our people from those areas where they're suffering. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Katika mbiogere ni Muruganda.